Hey everybody, I'm Nick Martin and this is LoveYourMusic.tv, where I help you love your music more, one blog post at a time. Today I'm in Chicago, Illinois, visiting my future in-laws, my future brother-in-law and sister-in-law. We're here for Christmas. I came along with my fiance Ellie, and we had a great Christmas, and we're going to be returning home to Oregon tomorrow. And it's been a great trip. Got to listen to some new music while I'm out here. Thanks for the tips from everybody who posted new top 10 or top albums and songs of the year. I've had a lot of fun listening to those, and I'm still working my way through them. Today I thought I'd talk about New Year's music resolutions. So a lot of people make New Year's resolutions, whether they're personal resolutions, maybe professional resolutions. And I thought today I'd talk about music specifically because unfortunately our music collections don't take care of themselves. They require a lot of care and attention in order for them to be the best possible collection in order for us to get enjoyment out of them. And there's a number of things that we need to do to basically take care of them. And so today I thought I'd talk about a few different music resolutions that I'm going to do, my fiance Ellie's going to do, and a friend is going to do. And then I thought I'd see what resolutions you all out there have, how you plan to get more out of your music collection in 2010. So I'll start with Ellie. She has a pretty large music collection, but doesn't have it backed up online anywhere yet. And that works as long as you don't have a hard drive crash or your computer doesn't go down. So having a music collection without backing it up, especially backing it up online, is kind of like not having insurance. So an online backup system can be thought of as an insurance policy for your music collection. And today there are a number of different online music solutions. I happen to use one. I use one called My Other Drive. Its best feature is that it's very cheap. So it doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It doesn't do unattended backups, that sort of thing. But it only costs about $5 a month for 100 gigabytes last time I checked. So it's very cheap. There are others that apparently have more features, but I think cost a bit more. I haven't used these ones specifically, but I've heard that they're good and read some articles about them. So those are SOS Online Backup, Carbonite, and Mozy. And if anybody else has experience out there with using any of those and wants to give a plug or wants to give a recommendation, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to know more about which ones you think are great. And I would probably be doing a future blog on which online backup service we choose for Ellie's music, because I think that would be helpful information for everybody out there on the pros and cons of the different services and how we end up making a decision. Okay, the next person whose goals I'd like to talk about are my buddy Jason. So Jason posted a comment on a previous blog that he had a lot of music in M4A format, which is a proprietary Apple format that they use on iTunes. And M4A will play fine in an iPod, and it will also play fine in iTunes, but as soon as you try to take it out of that Apple universe and use it in some other software or another portable media player, portable MP3 player, you start to encounter problems. And for that reason and a number of other reasons, it's a good idea to have your music stored as MP3 as much as possible, because that's the most compatible format that's out there. So Jason wanted to know how to do that. I answered his question in a previous blog. I don't know if he's had a chance to give it a shot yet, but it turns out there's a way to do it inside of iTunes. So you can actually convert an M4A to an MP3 using iTunes. And the great thing about doing it in iTunes is it'll also preserve the metadata, the tags and the track information, artist information, that sort of thing that comes along with your track, where other conversion programs, to my understanding, sometimes don't preserve that. So you just end up with these files, these mystery files that don't have any artist information or album information. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Jason does on that, and hopefully he'll do that in 2010 so he can get his music collection over to MP3. And finally, I want to talk about what I am planning to do in 2010. And the first thing is I want to work my way through all those best of lists from 2010 2009. So thanks to everybody who posted your favorites and other lists and so forth. I'm working my way through those. I've already found some stuff that I really like, and I'm planning to continue listening to those so that it will help me choose which tracks I download in the coming year from my eMusic account and from Napster and so forth. And then the final thing I'm planning to do is use a program called MiniLyrics, or maybe someone else out there can recommend another lyrics program, but MiniLyrics seems pretty good, for adding the actual lyrics of a song to the MP3 file, so storing the lyrics in the file. And the good thing that will do is it'll allow me to actually search my music collection for particular lyrics, which is something that I found is nice for making playlists. So if there's a particular word you want to find, a particular phrase, you can actually search your songs, and if they have the lyrics attached, you can create playlists and just search through them using that technique. So those are my resolutions, Ellie's resolutions, and Jason's resolutions. And what I'd like to hear is if you have any feedback for us on how we should go about accomplishing our music resolutions for 2010, I'd love to hear those tips. And if you have music resolutions for 2010, I'd love to hear those as well. If you have something that you're trying to do, you don't know how to do it, feel free to ask a question. I might know how to get it done. And just love to hear how you plan to experience music in 2010. So until next time, this is Nick Martin for LoveYourMusic.tv saying, love your music.